Derek Ball.
Pleasure to rise on behalf of New Zealand First and my colleague Dennis O'Rourke to take a short call on the Canterbury Property Boundaries and Related Matters Bill 2015. New Zealand First agrees with the purpose, sir, and the purpose has two main points, as we mentioned previously. The first is to clarify the law, and in any case, really, to clarify a law is a good thing, and New Zealand First agrees with that. In regards to this piece of legislation, it's relating to locating legal property boundaries of land affected by the movement of that land as a result of the 2010 and 2011 earthquake sequence in Canterbury. The other part of the purpose, sir, is to provide the guidelines that are to be issued about standards to assist with boundary determinations so that surveyors can do their job properly and people can rely on what they do. And as has already been mentioned, sir, there's been around about 11,000 houses that will be affected by this legislation, and obviously a good way. And not only the homeowners of those 11,000 properties, but also surveyors will be able to do their job, because at the moment, sir, the surveyors have been finding it very difficult to do their job, especially with identifying and interpreting the actual physical boundaries of the land, and that includes surveying pegs and the like which moved during the earthquakes. And this bill addresses that problem by attempting to provide people, landowners and surveyors alike with some certainty about their legal boundaries. And it does that by providing some flexibility around the general rules that usually apply to the location and identification of boundaries, and to provide for practical solutions. The Surveyor General will issue guidelines to restricted surveyors so as to maintain standards and keep consistency, sir. And that is consistent with usual practice, and the bill simply reinforces that in relation to these special circumstances. The Select Committee has made some sensible changes, and a few of those changes, especially to the definition of the earthquake, sir, for the purpose of this legislation, and also allowing 6 years for the entire sequence. New Zealand First also agrees with that there is no new dispute resolution process that is needed, and that because there are already adequate provisions, sir. New Zealand First supports this bill, and we look forward to discussing this further in the committee stages, sir. Thank you.
John O'Naylor.